In 1986, Lehigh University student Jean Clery was raped and murdered in her dorm room. The public outcry led to a new law, one designed to protect other students from sexual violence. It's called the Clery Act. For the next few minutes, we're going to talk about the Clery Act and Title IX and how they affect you. The Clery Act requires colleges and universities that accept federal funding to collect, report, and publish information about their safety policies and procedures, as well as crimes that occur on campus, near campus, or at certain off-campus locations. That means Surry Community College has to gather and publish crime statistics, which would be easy if all crime was reported to the police. But many crimes, especially sexual assaults, are not. Instead, they may be reported to other employees the crime victim knows and trusts. Someone like you. As an employee of Surry Community College, you're considered to be a mandatory reporter for gender-based and sexual misconduct. This means that if someone reports such an incident to you, you have a duty to report it to the Title IX coordinator or the campus police. Some employees are classified as voluntary reporters. This group includes counselors, clergy, or healthcare workers. A voluntary reporter does not have to disclose a reported incident unless they think an individual or the campus community may be in immediate danger. Assuming you're a mandatory reporter, you have to report to campus police the Clery crime allegations made to you. Just get the facts. Let the experts do the analysis and investigation. We'll discuss how to make a report in a few moments. Mandatory reporters are also considered responsible employees under Title IX. As you probably know, Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in education programs and activities. Sexual harassment, which includes acts of sexual violence, is one form of sex discrimination. Sexual violence includes sexual assault, stalking, and relationship violence. Title IX requires colleges to investigate reports of sexual violence, eliminate any misconduct that occurred, and prevent it from recurring. This is where you come in. Victims of sexual violence are more likely to report it to a responsible employee at the college than to the police. If you are a responsible employee, you must report acts of sexual violence to Surry Community College's Title IX coordinator. Now, let's talk about Clery crimes in general. Clery crimes include stalking, dating violence, robbery, and sex offenses. Here's a more complete list. A Clery crime must be reported if it occurs on campus, on public property within or immediately adjacent to campus, like a sidewalk, for example, or on certain non-campus property. Non-campus property includes any property owned or controlled by Surry Community College. The Clery Act also applies to study abroad programs and to college-sponsored short stay-away trips if there's a written agreement for housing and the facility is frequently used by students. Because of this, you must report crimes that occur at these lodging facilities to campus police. Title IX applies more broadly than Clery. It applies to all on- and off-campus college programs and activities. It also applies if off-campus incidents could result in a disparate impact on campus. So, as a responsible employee, what do you have to do? You have to report to campus police all crime allegations known or made to you. Again, just get the facts. Let the experts do the analysis and investigation. At a minimum, provide campus police with all relevant information they need to classify and investigate the crime. If a person does not want to report it to the police, tell him or her that you must report the incident as an anonymous statistic, but you won't identify anyone involved. In this situation, you may need to wait until the person leaves to make the report. However, in certain circumstances, the college may override the confidentiality request in order to meet its Title IX obligations. Remember, Clery and Title IX apply regardless of the victim's affiliation with the college. You can report an incident by contacting campus police at 336-386-8121. If the report involves sexual violence, campus police will contact the Title IX coordinator, and this will fulfill your duties. To file a confidential report, contact the counselor at 336-386-3247. It really all comes down to this. When in doubt, report it. Thank you for taking the time to complete this tutorial. Remember, this was a brief overview, not an in-depth examination. For more information and a complete list of policies and procedures, please visit surry.edu/Title IX.